The angels do not enter a house where there is a dog or a statue or a picture. The angels of mercy. So if the angels are not in your home, who will come? Shaitan. So it's your call who you want to invite into your home. And do you think that a dog or a statue or a picture are far worse than the satellite channels we have? No, Allah, they are far, far worse. They take the iman out of our homes. When we watch, and a lot of the brothers say, Akhi, I have only news channels. Al Jazeera, I said, Subhanallah, Al Jazeera don't have women? He said, Wallah, yes, they have. Okay, sports. Yeah, I only watch sports. Don't you have women? Awra is exposed. Olympics. He said, yeah, but I love sports. Yeah, akhi. Instead of sitting on your backside, it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Go and play sports. That is more Islamic and more better for you. In a Muslim home, the relationship between a man and his wife is superb. This does not mean that they don't have fights or they don't have misunderstandings every now and then. These are the spices of life. Not necessarily, but it is there. But what's more prominent is that they have the love, the affection, and most importantly, respect. Whenever there is respect between a man and his wife, life goes on beautiful. Whenever there is disrespect, khalas. Call it a day and go away. A man and a wife in the homes, it is one of the greatest sunnah that a lot of us neglect. Alhamdulillah, there are people who do it. Who among us wakes his wife before Fajr prayer or in the middle of, on the last third of the night to pray 2 rak'ahs with him? So, Shaykh, what do you mean? The Prophet says, may Allah have mercy on a man who wakes up in the middle of the night, wakes his wife up to pray with him, and if she refuses, he puts some water on her face. And may Allah have mercy on a woman who wakes up in the middle of the night and wakes up her husband, and if he doesn't wake up, she sprinkles his face with water. She says, Wallah, if I sprinkle my husband's face with water, he's going to divorce me 10,000 times in 1 minute. No, the Muslim home, they pray 2 rak'ahs, at least. Why? Because Allah, the Prophet said, when they pray, a man and his wife, in the middle of the night, 2 rak'ahs together, they will be registered among the Zakireen Allah kathiran wa Zakirat. Those who remember Allah a lot, males and females. A true husband, a good husband in a Muslim home, shares some of the chores in the home. The Prophet, whenever he entered his home, he would be occupied in serving his wives. So Ummuna Aisha, Mother Aisha says, he used to stitch his thobe, milk his goat, fix his sandals. He works in the house. Nowadays, I'm talking about myself. I feel like Julius Caesar. Whenever I sit in the home on my couch or my sofa and I say, bring me a glass of water, do this for me, bring my slippers, take this, bring me a sandwich, and I just give orders. No, this is not a proper Muslim. A proper Muslim is the one who goes and tries to make the dishes. When was the last time you made the dishes in your home? What? Me making the dishes? Are you crazy? No. Why did I get married for? Subhanallah. A proper Muslim does his watra and iron it when she needs a helping hand. He cooks sometimes. And believe me, if he cooks, it's better than if she cooks. Because usually our wives' cooking is awful. Also, there is the respect of the wife to her husband. And her obedience and her appreciation. A Muslim home, when the husband comes with 2 bags full of groceries, after an hour or 2 of shopping and he puts it, she keeps on supplicating until he leaves her side. May Allah reward you, may Allah give you, may Allah provide you for you. Wallahi, they made life difficult for you, Ya Allah. All of this for us. She takes a napkin, she dries his forehead. A non-Muslim home, when the husband comes like this, and he puts it and he's tired and he's sweating, she says, where is the ketchup? You always forget the ketchup. How can we eat the French fries without the ketchup? You always do this. You never ever bring the things on time like I requested. What kind of a life is this poor husband is having? Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal, he said, I married my wife and for 20 years we've never had a fight, except once. And I was the wrongdoer. It was my fault. 20 years to live with your wife without any mistakes? Yes, when there is respect, when your home is a proper Muslim home. In a Muslim home, the wife has a lot of responsibilities. And that is why she gets to paradise much easier and faster than men. Men have a long list of things to do. A woman has few things. The Prophet says, if she prays her prayer, fasts her Ramadan, preserves her chastity, and obeys her husband, she will enter paradise. Only that. Very little. But it is difficult. A good wife is a caring and loving wife. She does not nag. She does not shout. And that is why Jibreel came to the Prophet ﷺ and he told him, Khadija is coming with food. Give her salam from me and tell her that Allah is giving her a glad tiding of a house in Jannah made of a big pearl, a hollow pearl that has no loud shouting and has no tiresome and work. Scholars say, why is this feature specifically to Khadija? They answered, because she in this dunya would never ever let any loud voice or sound in the house when the Prophet was there. So the children would not shout and she would not nag. So the minute the Prophet enters the home, he feels like he's in paradise. And she would never tell the Prophet ﷺ, go bring this, go do this. She would do all the work herself. And that is why Allah has rewarded her with this big mansion made of a pearl that has no tiresome and that has no loud noises. Now, I think this is more than enough. Inshallah, there are so much more I can go on, and you know. But, wallahi, if we apply what we have heard in our homes, life would be different. The way we communicate with each other would be much different. Now, I would advise you, if you're married, to go back, before going back home, buy a red rose to your wife and just give it to her with all the love and compassion. Of course, don't be negative. I know most of you say, Wallahi Sheikh, she will hit me with her shoe, with her high heel shoe. Why? She says that you're giving me this red rose because you're thinking of marrying again. Wallahi, I will kill you if you marry again. Don't put hurdles and don't be negative. Try to be positive. Try to introduce and inject love and compassion to your home, and try to take a list of these things and see whether your homes are Islamic homes or not. May Allah Azza wa Jal grant you and I the Islamic homes that are pleasant to the eye to see and pleasant to the ear to hear, and that He, Allah Azza wa Jal, puts the love and compassion in our homes. Wallahu a'lam. Wa sallallahu wa sallam wa barak ala abdihi wa rasulihi nabiyyina Muhammad.